Thinking about moving to Edmonton, Alberta? Do you want to find the best homes at the best prices? I'm going to share insider information with you that you won't get anywhere else. That's going to show you how to save $30,000, $50,000, up to $180,000 just by going 20 minutes outside of the city of Edmonton. Have you been curious about the ethnic diversity of Edmonton and surrounding area? Well, make sure you stick around all the way to the end because I cover that at every single one of these 6 towns. Hey, and if you might be considering a relocation, make sure you reach out to me and my team because we take the stress out and we make it easy. So let's dig in. I'm going to cover 5 aspects to each of the 6 cities. First is population, then history, then unique features, real estate prices, and ethnic diversity. So the first city we're going to start with is St. Albert. St. Albert is located 14 kilometers north of Edmonton, which is roughly a 15-minute drive. And it was founded by Father Albert Lacombe in 1861, who was an early missionary. And it officially received city status in 1977, which is the year I was born. Hard to believe, I know. St. Albert is known for its parks and art scene, particularly with the annual St. Albert Children's Festival and the Arden Theatre, which hosts over 200 performances a year. St. Albert's population is roughly 72,000 people, and it has grown 5% in the last 5 years. The average income in St. Albert is roughly over $136,000. Unique features. The city's Red Willow Trail system, with more than 99 acres of trail connecting parks and communities. St. Albert's a small, connected community. What you will likely hear about St. Albert is that taxes are high. That is a very common thing that people say. However, it is not exorbitant and it's not going to bankrupt you. It's marginally higher on average, yes. Now let's talk real estate price. The average real estate price in St. Albert for a single-family detached home is $526,000, and Edmonton is $548,000. So that means that St. Albert is on average $22,000 cheaper than the city of Edmonton. Now let's talk ethnic diversity. So St. Albert is still a very white-dominated city. You will find on average less than 10.6% that identify as visible minorities, which means the remaining population is Caucasian. So if representation is something that's important to you, you might want to rethink St. Albert. However, if not, then it's a great place to be. It's only 15 to 20 minutes north of Edmonton. You're saving on real estate prices. It's got a beautiful green trail system, and it's a good family community to consider. So now let's move on to number 2, Morinville. So Morinville is located roughly 39 kilometers north of Edmonton, 20 kilometers north of St. Albert, and it's about a 10-minute drive north of St. Albert and about a 30-minute drive from Edmonton. Let's talk a little bit about the history of Morinville. So, how Morinville came to be was a missionary named John Baptist Morin settled north of St. Albert in 1891. And Morinville was named in his honor. Morinville is a small community with a population of just under 11,000. So it's not going to have all the things that you're going to want for a family, for example, for schooling, for sports activities, for amenities, shopping, entertainment. But if you do like the small town feel, and which we are about to speak about, if you appreciate significant savings in real estate, this might be the place for you. A few notable things about Morinville is it actually has a history of launching several successful businesses, including Champion Pet Foods, which is multinational at this point. Also, Morinville does have a great outdoor trail system, which includes outdoor fitness equipment along the trail. There are 8 schools, a splash park, a skate park, a rec center, a trout pond, and more. Now let's talk real estate. If you are willing to live in a smaller town and have the commute, you could save big if it's a fit for you. The average sold price in Morinville is $368,000. That's $158,000 less than St. Albert and $180,000 less than Edmonton. So if you're willing to go that far north, you might have just hit the real estate jackpot. Now, friends, we know the smaller the town, the less the ethnic diversity, and Morinville is no different. This is almost all Caucasian. Now, listen, white friends, we love you. I am half white myself, but it's nice to see a little ethnic diversity. So there is less than 5% visible minorities in Morinville. So you've got to decide who you are and what your values are, and this could still be a great fit because real estate values are smoking. City number 3, Sherwood Park. Now, Sherwood Park is located roughly 14 kilometers east of Edmonton, which is roughly about a 15-minute drive. The history of Sherwood Park is a little bit funny because it was actually settled by a train hopping horse wrangler named Maurice Smeltzer, and it served as a bedroom community for industrial sites. Now, here's a couple unique features or historical facts about Sherwood Park. So in the 1950s, there was a female-only fire brigade, and that was because during the day, the men were working at the refineries. There needed to be some type of fire safety, and the women took up that role. As well, Sherwood Park has the second highest number of horses of any municipality in Alberta. Strathcona County is home to Canada's largest hydrocarbon refining cluster, which economically makes a very strong city. But the secondary impact of refining carbon is, of course, air pollution. And its impact is currently unknown. It is up to industry to monitor and report themselves to the government. And as a result, nothing is being reported. So the VOCs, the benzene, the sulfur dioxide is currently unreported. However, it has long been speculated that asthma rates in Sherwood Park children are higher. All right, so let's talk real estate. Sherwood Park real estate is on average selling at $493,000 for a single-family detached home, and that is $55,000 less than the average single-family detached price in Edmonton. So, if you like that, you might want to consider it. However, our last point is ethnic diversity. So, ethnic diversity in Sherwood Park is nominal. You have less than 9% of the Sherwood Park population that identifies as a visible minority, so it is still very white dominated at this point. City number 4, Beaumont. So Beaumont is approximately 22 kilometers south of Edmonton and about 6 kilometers northeast of Leduc. So the drive from Edmonton is about 20 minutes, I'd say, to Leduc. It is roughly 5 to 10 minutes. Now, Beaumont began as a French farming colony in 1865. In 1905, a significant economic development was discovered, which was oil. So a vast oil field beneath and near the city was found, and as a result, many energy companies that actually still operate today set up shop. So the downtown core of Beaumont still has Saint Vital, the original red church built in 1919. Beaumont has a population of just under 20,000 people. And a few notable features are because it was originally a French-speaking settlement, all of the education in Beaumont is bilingual. And there are a few unique additional features, like there's a trout pond, which has ice skating and fishing in the winter. And Beaumont has a notable and award-winning restaurant named Cartier. Now let's talk real estate. So Beaumont real estate on average for a single family detached home is $504,000. That's $44,000 less than Edmonton, which comes in at $548,000. So now Beaumont comes in a little more ethnically diverse than the previous cities that we've talked about. It's still quite white dominated. However, there is 12% visible minorities. The largest minority populations are South, Southeast Asian, Indigenous, and African, partly due to the French-speaking history. Now it is time for our 5th city, Leduc. It is a hop, skip, and a jump away from Beaumont. As I said, 6 kilometers, which is really 5 to 10 minutes away. So Leduc is located roughly 33 kilometers south of Edmonton, and it's about a 20-minute drive, and it's only 6 kilometers from Leduc to the Edmonton International Airport, which is about a 7-minute drive. So it's a great location for anybody who works north or needs to commute for their job where they will be flying consistently. In addition, it's also a great place to live if you are working at the Amazon warehouse. So the population of Leduc is just under 37,000. So it's a little larger than the previous communities or cities that we were talking about. The history of Leduc is in 1891, it was declared Leduc after a Roman Catholic missionary, Father Leduc, who served the area since 1867. In 1947, oil was discovered, and that's really what made Leduc a major stopping point between Edmonton and Calgary, which really ushered in a new era of economic prosperity. Something notable about Leduc, it has 35 kilometers of multi-use pathways. So that's basically green space, biking paths, things like that that will interconnect communities. Real estate. So The average price for a single-family detached home in Leduc is $413,000. So those are very good prices for what the city offers. It has the lowest taxes in the region. And remember, Edmonton's $548,000. So that is a $135,000 difference. Now, diversity. So the major population in Leduc is Caucasian European, which accounts for over 80%. But the top 4 visible minorities are Indigenous, then Asian, and African. And combined, that's bringing us up to about 20%. So there's much more ethnic diversity in Leduc than any one of our previous cities so far. And our final city, number 6, Spruce Grove. Spruce Grove is located roughly 11 kilometers west of Edmonton, which is about a 15-minute drive west. Spruce Grove's got a population of roughly 39,000 residents, and the average age is 40, and over 65% of the residents commute to work or work remotely. And so what that means is they're either traveling into Edmonton or working remotely. I would wonder, why are they choosing to live in Spruce? Well, this might tell you. So the history of Spruce Grove: in 1908, a train station was built for the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway, and with this, it became a busy grain trading center. Spruce Grove became an official village in 1955. A few notable features of Spruce Grove: it has produced many athletes, like gold medal skier Jennifer Heil, which you'll see Heil Way named after her, hockey player Carla McLeod, who is a silver medal winner, Stanley Cup winning goalie Grant Fuhr, and gold medal soccer player Stephanie Labbe. Real estate in Spruce Grove is, I believe, one of the most drawing factors. So the average selling price of real estate in Spruce Grove for a single-family detached home is $429,000, which is $119,000 less than Edmonton's average single-family price at $548,000. Diversity. Roughly 86% of Spruce Grove is white and 16% is identified as a visible minority, and that's a mix between Asian, Indigenous, mixed race, Black, Latino, and Middle Eastern. I do expect these statistics over the next few years to change, as I am settling many Jamaican families into the city due to real estate values and the draw to Christian schools in the city, like Academy of Living Waters and Harvest Baptist Academy, which are both K-12 Christian academies. Now that I'm taking you through these 6 affordable cities outside of Edmonton, you might be considering moving to one of them. If you still are, or maybe even you're considering a relocation to Edmonton, make sure that you reach out to me and my team. Our information is below. You can book a discovery call with us anytime to support you on each educational phase to help take the stress out, and we make it easy. So thanks again. Loved having you. I hope you learned a lot, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.